Well, hello everybody. I'm Tammy here in Columbus, Ohio, and I was going to just do a quick overview of the Quick Start training. A lot, especially for the new associates that are coming in, and they're coming in hot and quick. I see you all doing mad work, and we all appreciate you. I know we're working hard here in Columbus as well. So I just wanted to go over the overview really quick. You guys are more than welcome to jump in as you see the link in the Facebook forums, the different groups that we have. But I definitely want to start with the PFSS overview, Personal Financial Success System. So when we're explaining this to our prospects, that is having enough cash flow for our working and our retirement years. So being able to do those simultaneously. So working meaning labor, retirement meaning investments in assets. So, really make sure you break that down, that the personal financial success system is being able to support ourselves currently while also setting ourselves up for our retirement. I know here in Columbus, I had created a payoff breakdown by date of when, these debts should be paid off and everything. I'll be more than willing to share that with people. Just let me know, shoot me a message, and I'll get that to you. And those are actual debts, actual, minimum payments and cash flow at the end of the month as things are being paid off. So I'm more than welcome to share those with you. So the next step in the Quick Start training was the tax withholding, that W-4. So also, when you're explaining this to prospects, you want to explain the difference between exemptions and allowances. Very, very crucial. Exemptions are the number of people. So you may have 3 children. That's 3 exemptions. However, the allowances are what you're getting for each exemption. So for each child, you're getting 2 allowances. As you know, children 2 through 4, you're getting 2 allowances minus 1. And then 5 or more children, you're getting 2 allowances minus 2. So you make sure you want to explain that when you're redoing that W-4. You can utilize the paper copy. You can get it straight from the IRS form. You want to sit down with your prospects and do this form with them. Have multiple copies because you are going to mess up. They will mess up, and having those available is going to be really handy. So you want to correct the completion. So make sure there's no overpayment and whatnot. Really go over their numbers with them line by line. There's a great video out there in our back page, through our online back page that breaks down the W-4 form beautifully. I've used it myself many a times with different prospects that I've spoken with. I used it when I did my own W-4. So when we increase our income, we should break even. So having no tax balance. That's something you also want to drive, because that's a question they're going to ask is, am I going to owe when I do this W-4? You should be breaking even. If you are, following the steps, managing your records, you should break even. Also, you want to emphasize that the W-4 should be revisited annually. Or if there's any life-changing events, children, marriage, divorce, buying a home, selling a home, anything like that, any major life events, you want to revisit that W-4, but definitely annually it needs to be revisited. And also just because, that line 1, line 2 on page 2, if you just bought your home in July, your line 2 is going to exceed line 1 for this year, but next year it's going to change because you have 12 years of paying interest. So that's why we need to revisit it annually. So, moving on to tax record keeping, increasing cash flow via tax record keeping. That's where that cash flow manager comes in. That is your lifeline through this business, making sure that you're keeping track of all receipts, miles, maintenance, anything that is tax deductible, you want to make sure is in that cash flow manager. Make sure you're telling your prospects that if there's not a category for their receipt, that they can create one. So that's, really important as well. So to get the cash flow manager online, you're going to go to your website. You're going to go into BMC, go into income shift membership. You're going to go to the cash flow manager, create. Make sure they create a file. That's been some hiccups for some people. You need to make sure that file is created. You can also do more than one file for people that may have already have a small business, might have a home daycare or something. They can keep track of both businesses through that cash flow manager. So make sure you stress that to them. Also, how to properly fill out the form in the cash flow manager. So on the who, this is going to be who they paid it to. Was it MyEcon? What they paid it for, what that money was spent for. Was it their $34.95 fee? Also, where is going to be the address. So they may be on a lunch date at Chipotle. So they paid Chipotle. What did they pay for? A lunch date. Where? At 123 West Broad Street, Columbus, Ohio. So, hi, LaShondra.
Hey.
How are ya?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great. Just making a recording and letting people kind of come in about the quick start training. Just kind of going over that for a lot of the new associates and whatnot.
Okay. Well, I'm here.
Yay. So we're talking about filling out the cash flow manager form when you're, documenting your receipts, your documentation for the IRS, where the who is who that money's being paid to, be it a restaurant, a organization, whatever the case may be, what you're spending on, where, the address. A lot of new associates weren't filling that out properly. So, really training your new associates, prospects, and whatnot on how to fill that out. You can also do a reoccurrence. So for like the $34.95, you could do a reoccurrence at the bottom of the form. There's a time date reoccurrence. You can schedule that for it to reoccur, so you don't have to go in every single month and re-put that information in. So then we also have the enter income. So when you're getting that wonderful commission check on Fridays, that's an income. So you want to go ahead and enter that under enter income as a commission. So then you also have your reports. These are all things that you're going to find on your BCM back page on your website. Your reports, you're going to select your date ranges, and you can print each report for your taxes. So there's been questions of how do we get it from our phone to getting it on paper. Well, you go through your website, through your BCM, and you're going to go to your cash flow manager to report, select the date range, so all year, or from when you started your business to the end of the year, and you're going to print each report for your taxes. Preferences, you can also select how you want your info displayed on there, so you can play around with your preferences and see how you like it laid out and whatnot. So then we go to our cash flow strategist. This is your financial success strategist. This is the software that asks you about your current financial situation, and you're going to create a personal strategy to attain the goals that you're wanting. So it's going to create a financial blueprint, essentially. So how you're going to find that? You can find that through your app on your phone, your cash flow manager app on the phone, or you can go online, go through your BMC. You're going to go into your income shifting manager membership. You're going to go to the menu bar cash flow strategist, and you're going to create a new strategy. So the tab 4, so section 1, it's going to ask you to rank your top 5 goals in order. So you're going to go through that and rank those goals and your preference and what you feel is most important. Then you're going to create your retirement freedom goals. And that's in section 2. So then in section 3, you're going to enter your current debt. You're going to click the addition button in there to add more debts that you currently have. And then section 4, it's your monthly reoccurring bills. It's your current bills and what you can pay extra towards that bill. So then you're going to go to tab B, and you're going to enter percent average rate of return. So you want any investment that you make, you want at least 8% return on investment minimum. If you can get something more than that, great, but most conservative places are 8%. It's going to blueprint the info from the tab A, which was that information that you had placed in there, your financial information. And then number 4 is going to show what you need to have to gain that retirement income. So that's going to blueprint what you're going to need to invest, what your monthly cash flow is going to need to be to meet that retirement income. So the step 5, it projects your current investment return. So it's going to tell you currently what you're doing, what it's going to look like. Then step 6 is going to show what your current investment shortage will be. So at your current investment, if you don't abide by the goals that you're setting and the strategy that it blueprints for you, it's going to show you that difference. So you may currently be investing $100 and your strategy is saying you need $500. It's going to show you that difference at your 10-year mark, if that was your goal, is to be retired in 10 years. So you can really see what's going on and how important it is to follow your blueprint on your goals. So number 7 is going to show what's needed monetarily to invest to reach your goals. And if there's a shortage in your monthly investment, that's the problem. But how do we fix that problem? With the 3 financial steps. So step 1 assumes MyEcon earnings of $100. Step 2, we're going to adjust that W-4. We're going to max our business deductions. So say that's $250. We're just going to give examples here. So I say it's $250. So step 3 is what can we save? So can you go from cable, paying full cable bill, to maybe you get a Fire Stick? You pay that one time $74. You got access to everything. You just saved $150 on a cable bill. So right. We're going to add up what we can save. What can we eliminate? What can we reduce to increase our cash flow for investment towards our retirement? So reoccurring bills, can we get a discount on that? These are things that we're going to look into in step 3. So in step 3, it's going to give you also the amount for the debt reduction. So it's going to calculate everything that you're able to reduce. It's going to calculate that adjustment in W-4 and business deductions that we're going to say $250 for this presentation here, for this example, and that you're earning $100 in MyEcon, get through your streams, you're earning at least $100. So the strategy software is going to apply the cash flow to the listed debt, and it's going to create that snowball effect. So you definitely want to start by paying off your highest interest items and work down, because more interest you're getting hit with, you want to get that paid off first, so you're not just continuously getting hit as you're paying off the lower interest things first. Even if it has a higher balance, because it has a lower interest, put that on the back burner, pay that higher interest first. So that snowball effect, which is going to take you into step 4. Now you're debt free with a cash flow. So this is just the bills that you were paying normally, your car payment, your your credit card payments, things like that. We're going to eliminate that debt and create a cash flow that's just bills you were already paying. This is not your everyday money that you're going out to eat with or you're putting gas in your car with. This is bill money that is now debt-free and is extra money that we're going to use for this investment towards your retirement or lifestyle, whichever you prefer. So that brings you into step 5. You're going to begin your investment. And like I say, we definitely want to invest in something that has 8% return on investment. Anything lower than that, it's not worth it. Definitely 8 and higher. If you can find one higher, please let me know, please. And everybody else, post that on one of the forums on Facebook, please. So the tab C on the cash flow strategist, it's going to blueprint all of your finances from tab A all the way through tab C, all of the steps that we just covered. It's going to blueprint all of it. So you have a step-by-step way of getting to your goals. So also in our quick start orientation is increase cash flow via business income. This is MyEcon generating more cash flow for you. So one, we have our products and our services. So the financial success membership, find your, within our different, products and services is the cashback mall. Find a product, also the nutrition, find a product and stand by it. Be your best customer, but find one to stand by it, because that is what is going to create that cash flow for you through that stream, is that you're standing by something. And that means a lot when you're talking to other people who may not want to open their business, but need different services. So, if you're an advocate for identity theft protection, stand by it. You know it inside and out. So you may also, you want to target a population also. Those who overpay taxes, those who have poor credit or debt, that is a target population you really want to go for, because they're the ones that's going to benefit the most. Being able to clean up credit, get rid of debt, as well as stop overpaying their taxes, having more income on each check. So definitely figure out where your target population is. Also, I would definitely recommend that look at your location, where you live, what kind of, population is around you, their income, things like that, because you really want to know who you're dealing with. So do your homework. It will help in the long run. So like I said, the products, cashback mall, the compensation plan, definitely knowing how to reach EVP, that 200 CV, or, sharing the financial business and these steps with 2 people, becoming EVP, which then you're getting up to 1% commission on anything that you're selling in products and services, and 85% of what somebody else is as well that you've brought into your organization. But do explain to any prospects that though it's an organization, they're their own business. They don't work for you. They're not under you. They're their own business. So make sure that you make that very clear for them, even though it's one big organization. And then also within the quick start is make a prospect list. This is very important for all new associates. Don't eliminate on assumptions. Don't eliminate somebody based on assumptions. Everybody has a fair chance, period, point blank. So definitely you want to group prospects. That document 611, take a look at that in the document section on your online or through your app, your MyEcon app. Look at that document 611 and group your prospects by family, friends, co-workers, maybe church members. Your initial prospect list, make it at least 50 people. Because ultimately what we're wanting to do is go 10 wide, getting 10 people signed up and let them go downwards. That's the form that Mr. Bean was talking about a few weeks ago in one of his webinars. So also in the quick start, we talk about peak and pass. This is very important. Peak and pass, that means you're going to contact those prospects, contact those people on your list using power phrases. And you can always look up to your upline EVP, discuss with them different power phrases. You can also find your niche, what works for you. I've noticed that a lot of people need their credit repaired. So my power phrase is within credit. I, alternate that depending on, the day or who I'm talking to. But definitely use power phrases, something that's going to pique their interest. You want to have them listen or watch the sizzle. This is going to pique their interest as well. Have them listen and watch the full video. We can post that link on Facebook as well. And ask if they've heard of MyEcon and acknowledge their answer one way or the other. But don't give choices. When you're passing out a card, your business card, get their contact information right then. I want to talk to you about my business. What number can I reach you at so we can schedule an appointment? Get their information right then. Because if you just pass them a card, they'll file it. They'll never call you. So make sure you're following up with them. Get their information when you're passing your card as well. Business overview and scripts. You're going to pass your prospects to an upline EVP. Invite them to a webinar. Invite your upline EVP to a webinar as well. Through that peak and pass, this is going to occur from that peak and pass. And then finally in the quick start is closing the deal. You're going to pass your prospect for closure. Once you get more comfortable, you can close yourself, but it does make it look more professional. It does solidify it, bring it home a little more when you pass them to a upline EVP for that closure, for them to go ahead and open their own business. So, that's pretty much the overview of the quick start training. I just wanted to, throw that out there for the new associates. Is there anything you want to throw in there, LaShondra?
Nope. Well, I do have one thing. When they talk to, when they talking to the prospects, make sure they get a name. They make sure they get a number before they send that video, and make sure they get a follow-up time before they send it. Because if they send it, 9 times out of 10, if they don't have a number or a follow-up time, they're going to watch the video and you won't hear back from them.
That is very true. Absolutely true. That does go hand in hand with passing your business card, is the video, that quick information sizzle video. So definitely, when you're telling them a little bit that peeking information about the business, get their number, get that follow-up time, get it on schedule, and then send the video. Follow up when you say you're going to follow up. Make sure you're on time. That this is very much business, even if it's with friends and family, it's business. Make sure you're on time, conduct it as business. But on that note, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any further questions, feel free to, inbox me or put it on one of the groups on Facebook, and somebody will definitely answer you. LaShondra, thanks for joining me in this video.
You're welcome.
And I will see you soon.
All right, you're going to Game Changer?
I am. I will be there.
Oh, I'll see you soon.
Yeah, so excited. Yeah, my husband, me, and our cousin will be there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about it. But so we'll get to meet in person. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, you have a good day.
All right, you too.
All right, bye-bye.